Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien. ATLien.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. What's going on, squad? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Happy Wednesday. We are in the third day of December. This month is going by very, very swiftly. Okay. Yes, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown or anyone going through a diagnosis, treatment, friends, family, loved ones, caretakers, anybody who is dealing with cancer. Please, 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 y'all be very, very, very sensitive and appreciative to the people who are around you. The big C word takes a lot of strength and courage. We have a lot of survivors out there, a lot of survivors amongst us. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge each and every one of y'all. And I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all for sending me love and light, and my mom love and light as well. That being said, we got a lot to talk about today. Shout out to the squad. Hey, y'all. I see y'all. It's been a minute, a whole 2 whole days since I've been here. I actually went live on Patreon last night and gave them a little 40-minute speech about how I felt about Junkie, Dineva and Tamar. And I'm glad I didn't go live last night because some more things transpired after that. And it's like I might as well just talk about it, child. Whenever I talk about it, it is what it is. In addition to that, we have some other things on the agenda. Okay, we also have Kandi Burruss, which we've been talking about almost every day. Kandi and Todd, Kandi and Todd, Kandi and Todd. It's some rumors circulating. Some more sources have come forward and said some things. A lot of people are, getting their feet dirty, hands dirty, windmilling for one or the other or both. Okay. So we have People Magazine coming forward with some new tea. And we also have what do I have on here? Oh, Megan Thee Stallion versus Milagro Gramz. A lot of these rappers been trying to sue these bloggers lately, and I'm just sitting here looking like, well, I've been here almost 20 years, and I never had a rapper sue me. Now I had an alleged pedo f try to sue me. Okay, I had a housewife who was building their house on sticks and grass try to sue me, but I ain't never had no rappers try to sue me. What is y'all doing to these rappers out here, honey? I don't understand. But Milagro Gramz and Megan Thee Stallion's case has been pretty completed. And I guess I wanted to talk a little bit about that. But before I get started, let me go ahead and look at y'all. Look, shout out to my squad. All these people in the green, these are our channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Only thing I do is click that join button. We welcome everyone around here. Junkies, transgenders, niggas in wigs. Okay, y'all are all welcome over here in addition to black women, because this is who I support. Okay, just because I'm pro me don't mean I'm anti you. Okay, and we will talk about that today. Also, shout out to my mods, these blue wrenches in here, y'all. Please, please, please be nice to them, be kind to them, and please do what they say, because I appreciate them for offering their time and services. And last but not least, and certainly not least, my Patreon members, like I was just telling you, they got a little sneak peek of my thoughts and feelings about Junkie. And they know me better than y'all know me. Okay. They be seeing me behind the scenes and everything. So if you want to be a Patreon member, feel free to join that too, honey. You got to be in the $5 and above tier to participate in our live streams. We have a $2 tier, which is like an angel investor. Like sometimes you get some of the deleted live streams and stuff like that. But the $5 tier get just about everything. The $10 tier get just about everything plus the archive. And then the $25 and the $50 tier get like a free mug and a free sweatshirt or shirt joining when they join. So it's up to you. I appreciate everybody who support me. Every little bit helps. This my job, just like that's your job. Okay. I appreciate y'all who support my dreams and my aspirations of being a blogger. Cause I've been trying for years, and I'm just here. Okay, I'm just here on YouTube. They be cracking me up when they be like, she just on YouTube. She been a blogger for damn near 20 years, and she just on YouTube, and y'all just on YouTube watching. How about that? All y'all faves is just on YouTube too. How about that? All the celebrities that y'all be talking about is just on YouTube too. How about that? Okay. Everybody who been trying to drag me all these years talking about she just on YouTube. She just on the blog. Now all of a sudden they want to be a blogger. Now all of a sudden they want to be a YouTuber. Colorist Claudia, she was the main one. She just all she do is sit over there on YouTube. TS Manhan, all she do is sit over there on YouTube. That's all he do. That's all he do is sit over there on YouTube. Okay, sit over there talking about people. Sit over there talking about hot topics. That's all they do. But when I do it, it's a problem. Okay, they want to censor me because I'm a strong Black woman and I don't agree with what the men in wigs be saying. They want to censor me because I'm a strong Black woman. I'm going to call out the crackhead every chance I get. They want to censor me because I'm a strong Black woman, and I will shape y'all's minds to believe that you are better than what they think you are. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Okay, the impossible is possible when it comes to Black women, because we hold up everything, child. We carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. We carry the weight of YouTube on our shoulders. We carry these misogynistic gay men on our shoulders. Like we do. Like, I don't understand, how is it that they can sit there, drag us, call us fish, sis, the B word, all of these things, and then get paid by our clicks and our views and our monetary support, and then be like, I don't mess with fish. I don't mess with fish. I don't fool around with fish too much. You fool around with our money. You fool around with our clicks and our views. You fool around with our celebrities, okay? Because you definitely not talking about the male celebrities. You talking about all the women's. Everything you do have to do with women. And if the shoe fit, wear it. I'm not even talking about no particular person right now, but y'all know where I'm going with this. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Come on in and like this video as y'all get in here. But before I get started, let me shout out another strong Black woman. At least two strong Black women. I know some of y'all don't like Megan Thee Stallion. Some of y'all don't like Milagro Gramz, but I feel like they're both pretty strong women. Okay. However, Megan, you didn't have to sue that lady. You didn't have to sue her. And Milagro, you didn't have to put that lady's alleged deep fake naked pictures on the internet or whatever you did like that. You ain't have to do that. But despite all of that, Megan decided she would sue the blogger who did that to her. And I guess, for defamation, for, all of these things, like, it just ruined her reputation so bad. It made her feel some kind of way. She had to go to therapy. She had to do all these things. But, sometimes you ain't got to watch that person, especially if that person, and no shade to Milagro Gramz. Okay. No shade at all. But I mean, her platform wasn't even huge enough for you to even be bothered with, which means you were searching for her, which means you was paying attention to her, which means you was trying to silence another black woman for their opinion, whatever that was, because she was supporting Tory Lanez and you didn't want her supporting Tory Lanez. So now you feel away. So now you're going to go file a lawsuit thinking that it's going to break her and she ain't going to be able to expand her platform because, you know, if she little, somebody else may be following in her footsteps. No. That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. Okay. And so, you know, I feel a ways about it. Y'all know I've been sued many times. I know a lot of people like, Michelle, this is a win for bloggers everywhere. And I guess it is. I don't know because I have a media company. I'm a blogger too. Okay. And anybody who sues me have to send me a cease and desist because I've been the LLC for 20 years now almost. Okay. Straight from the A is licensed, bonded, insured. I have an attorney on retainer, all of that. But the situation with this Milagro Gramz, she's always been media. And so after Megan allegedly won, the judge decided to look into some stuff, and the judge was like, well, wait a minute. She kind of she's a media defendant under Florida law. So now we gotta adjust this because you know she's just not an individual online who's targeting Megan to be targeting Megan. She's a person with a platform. It doesn't matter how many people follow her. It doesn't matter how many people subscribe to her. She considers herself a blogger. So a blogger is media. A blogger has always been media. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. People been calling it new media. We new media. We go to the court. We new media. That ain't nothing new. We always been going to the court. I've been going to the court. I was going to the court with Tamika Raymond and Usher. I've been going to the court, child. I'm always in the courts. Y'all see, I be reading the court documents. Okay. You said she got off on a technicality. Oh, let me put the things up here so I can see. Not a technicality. Hold on. Let me look at my notes to see what she got. Okay, so the jurors found Milagro Gramz liable for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and willfully promoting an altered deep fake PORN image, okay, or movie. It said a jury awarded a total of $75,000 in damages. $15,000 for defamation plus $1,000 punitive, $8,000 for emotional distress plus $1,000 punitive, $50,000 for promotion of the altered deep fake depiction. Now, under Florida law, the ruling also made Milagro responsible for Megan's legal fees, especially tied to the deep fake claim, which could end up being substantial. Now, I don't know. People say that's a win for Megan, but other people are saying, well, it ain't that much of a win when you think about Tasha K and Cardi B. You know, Tasha K and Cardi B got almost $4 million and had Tasha K in bankruptcy court. So is it a win? Is it not a win? I don't know. Now, this is when it got complicated. The judge, Cecilia Atonaga, determined that Milagro counts as a media defendant under Florida law. Now, that's important because media defendants, there's different things that you have to do as media. Like, you know, the people say you have to send them a cease and desist before you actually sue them. You have to give them an opportunity to issue a retraction, or you have to give them an opportunity to take it down. You got to give them an opportunity, okay? Like, I done got so many cease and desist over the years. You know what I do? If the people ask me for an apology, I post the cease and desist and I post an apology. And it's my version of apology. It's not what you want me to say, it's what I want to say. Like Marlo Hampton. Marlo Hampton sent me a cease and desist one time. I posted it and I was like, I'm so sorry you slashed that girl face. I'm so sorry you got all them mug shots. I'm so sorry you had got locked up. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I am sorry that all of that happened to you as a child. I'm so sorry you was in foster care. I am so sorry. And apparently my apology met the requirements because I never got sued. I had never got sued. Who else had sent me a cease and desist? KKK Kim Zolciak sent me a damn cease and desist one time. I posted it on the website, and she talking about I didn't say that that Deshaun and Nene was eating chicken and beer. That's not racist. I was like, well, you know what? It's racist to me. KKK Kim Croy and the kids. Okay, that's my opinion. If you want to sue me for calling you a racist, then I guess we going to court. I never got sued. Okay. But yeah. Oh, but I did get sued from Chris Stokes, and did he send me a cease and desist? I don't think Chris Stokes sent me no cease and desist. Chris Stokes sued me and Junkie. Okay. But then Junkie, he a coward. Junkie went behind my back and was talking to the PDF because, Junkie and the PDF, they both from the same tribe. I guess, they say it is what it is. But Junkie went behind my back and was talking to the PDF, and Junkie decided he would take the whatever it was he had posted down, which really had nothing to do with me. And the PDF took him off the lawsuit. But I ended up, being sued by him several times, child. He tried to sue me in California, lost that suit. Well, he got a default judgment in California, but I don't live in California. So then we got that overturned. Then he came to Atlanta and tried to sue me. Then he just kept trying and he failed. Okay. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm all off thing. But yeah, I've been sued several times. Sharrell has sued me. Sharrell has sued me and Junkie. But actually, when she sued me and Junkie, she wanted us to take down the Chateau Charade coverage, okay, when Sticks and Grass and all of that. And then it was proven that Wendy Williams had been sending people over there. And then Tamar Tattles, rest in peace, Tamar Tattles. She was another blogger. She actually went in the house, but she Caucasian, so she didn't get in trouble. Just the black people got in trouble because we was on the bus stop at the busy route. TMZ have reached out to me and asked me for a quote, and I told them, I was just at the bus stop. Okay, so we just been sued and been dropped and sued and dropped and sued and dropped and sued and dropped, but it ain't about me. It's about Milagro Gramz and Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. So the judge now determined that Milagro is a media defendant, which she should have been all along, which her attorney should have known all along that she was considered media. But for some reason, she went into this as an independent. I don't know if she doesn't have her LLC. I don't know if her business structure isn't intact. I don't know any of that. All I know is she's on YouTube and I like her. But other than that, that's all I know about Milagro Gramz. Now, I said because of that designation and because Meg's legal team reportedly failed to issue a pre-suit retraction demand, which is required if the person is considered media, the court threw out the defamation claim entirely. So that was a win for Milagro. Okay, they threw it out. They said, you didn't even tell her you was gonna sue her. You just sue her. You didn't even give her an opportunity to retract or issue an apology or anything. You just sue her. So apparently that was one of the reasons why the defamation claim in Florida was thrown out. Now, as a result of all of that, the jury verdict still stands in part. Now, the portion of damages tied to defamation, the $15,000 plus punitive, was eliminated. They took that off because of the new of her being determined to be media. Now, the remaining damages, which was related to intentional emotional distress, promotion of the deep fake image, stood, but they were scaled down. Now, the judge reduced the total award from $75,000 to $59,000. So she still is on the lam for $59,000. And I'm not sure if she's still on the lam for the attorney's fees as well, because now she got to pay her attorney, she got to pay Meg's attorneys, and she got to pay $59,000. Okay. It's all a waste of time to me. Okay. It's all a waste of time to me. As far as Megan Thee Stallion, it was a waste of her time. She could have been doing something else. She could have been in the studio dropping some beats, like Nene Leakes would say. She could have been on tour. She could have been with her man, her baby. She could have been doing so many different things, but instead she was in court every day, changing clothes, looking cute. But there is that. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat. You said she does. That's why she's considered media. Okay. You said Meg and Cardi are both black. Are they? One calls herself Afro-Latina and Black Americans get incensed. Oh, that's what you say. I would just file bankruptcy and put it on the payment plan. I ain't gonna mess up my credit for no 59. Well, that's just me. I mean, if she do it right, she can make that 59,000 back in a month. I'm just saying, if she do it right, but I'm not her. I'm not on her team. I ain't gonna tell her how to make her money. Okay. You said the only winners are the lawyers. You got that right. Okay. It's 59,000 plus attorney's fees, and the attorney's fees might be substantial. I mean, do you know how much it costs to have a team of attorneys? Not just one, but like 4-5 people. Imagine having to pay 4-5 people $500 an hour each. Okay, then you got to pay for their everything that they do. Like, Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm getting mad thinking about it. Okay, that the Lord paying the lawyers. I love my lawyer, but I don't like to pay him. I love him. I love him. I love him. You said, Junkie, what had over? Oh, okay, good for Junkie. Good for Junkie. Okay, he need that because he ain't got no insurance. He need that to pay them bills. They say he got the cancer. That's what they say. Okay, good for Junkie. Moving on. Like this video. Like this video now. Kandi Burruss is in the news yet again. Okay. Did y'all know that Kandi has got her PR team on the blogs everywhere, child? Now her PR team has called into People Magazine, which is Bravo's right-hand outlet, to spill some more tea about Kandi. Okay. So it's like, wait a minute, Kandi ain't said nothing, Todd ain't said nothing. We have looked at all the court documents, we have reviewed the court documents, and apparently what we got it wasn't what she wanted us to get. Okay, remember, Kandi wants the court documents sealed. You need to watch my last video because we reviewed all of it. We reviewed Kandi's petition, we reviewed Todd's answer, we reviewed Kandi's amended petition, and we reviewed her motion to seal the documents all on the last live stream. Well, now, since everybody has heard all of that and people are saying that Todd deserves the money, Todd deserved this, Todd, we didn't watch Kandi's wedding, and Kandi's wedding, it seemed like Todd was under duress. It's been an overall, like everybody is on Todd's side for some reason. I don't know, not everybody, but most of y'all. Not me though. I don't know whose side to be on. But now, okay, now you could tell it's about to get dirty. You could tell it's about to get dirty because when they start going to the media and start leaking stuff, especially the People magazine, that means that apparently not enough of y'all are on her side. So now she wants to let y'all know, or somebody in her camp wants to let y'all know that Todd was talking to other women behind her back and she had no idea. Now, we all have heard that, Kandi said she loves her threesome, ain't it? She said she loved it. And then we saw her vacationing with Todd and another woman. So, people have been speculating that they have an open relationship. But she said he can't do it without me. Okay, he cannot do it without me. Now, my problem with this is, why didn't she lead with this? Did she only bring this up because Todd responded and is now questioning the prenup? Because if you recall, her initial complaint was, oh, it's irreconcilable differences, and we're going to work together for the sake of the kids. Todd is still spending time with me and the kids for Thanksgiving. We are still good. It's just that we just don't belong together no more. Okay. But Todd came back shooting. Pew, 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 pew. I was signing that prenup under duress, even though I feel like we need to work together. This something like it's been 10, 11 years, and y'all can watch Kandi's wedding and you will see that I had to sign it within a few hours of walking down the aisle, and I really loved her, so I signed it, but I was under duress, and that means that it's void, and I deserve half. I deserve half of everything. It don't matter if Kandi bought this house before we got married. I upgraded Kandi and the house during the marriage. Okay, while we was married, we redid the kitchen. Okay, and I put half. While we was married, we redid the swimming pool, and I put in half. While we was married, we redid this whole house, the grounds, everything. We put up a security gate, and I paid half while we was married. So if Kandi paid $500,000 for this house as a foreclosure, and now it's worth $2 million, I deserve half. Okay, that's what I read. That's what I heard. Okay, don't ask me how I know the amounts of the house because I'm nosy. I be looking. Okay, so according to People magazine, you said F that he doesn't deserve half. I mean, listen, y'all said Portia deserved half, and she wasn't even there but a few months, but 12 months, 14 months. Todd was there for 10 years. You saying he don't deserve half of the equity? I'm not saying half of what she paid, but the equity that he was living there, the sweat equity that he helped build that house and put it together. Are you saying that Todd doesn't deserve anything and he lived there too? Hmm. Y'all let me know, okay? It's different. It's different when the tables are turned. When it was Portia, y'all was like, "Yes, Portia, get the house. Yes, Portia deserved half of the house." And I was like, "Simon didn't listen. Simon bought that house before they got married, but he bought it so that they can live in it together." Well, Kandi bought this house so her and her husband can live in it together. That Portia didn't deserve half either. Okay. Well, I mean, but she got it. Okay, allegedly. Now, according to People magazine, okay, let me recap. Kandi announced that she was divorcing Todd on November 21st. And now, according to People magazine, a source, shout out to Don Juan and Mama Joyce, child, a source is telling People magazine exclusively that Burruss allegedly discovered that Todd has been talking to other women behind her back. Now, the insider, shout out to Don Juan and Mama Joyce and Carmen, the insider asked that the singer-songwriter had no idea and was not happy when she found out. Shout out to the Glam Squad, honey. New allegations are emerging about Kandi splitting from Todd. Kandi, Kayla Niece Tucker, and T. Jermaine Tucker have been having marriage troubles for a while now, according to this source. And the source is not me. I'm just letting y'all know. I didn't do it. I know y'all think I did it, but it wasn't me. I didn't call the People magazine. Okay. Even though I know them personally, I did not call them because I am staying out of the people business. It says, that Todd has been talking to other women behind her back. She had no idea. Now, a rep for Burruss has not commented, and Todd T. Jermaine Tucker has not responded to requests from People either, even though T. Jermaine Tucker sent his documents over there to Us Magazine. So Us Magazine get the T. Jermaine Tucker documents, and People Magazine get the Kayla Niece Burruss documents. Do you see what's happening here? This is getting messy. Okay. Now, Kandi confirmed to People exclusively that she filed for divorce from Todd on November 21st. Kandi called up People magazine, sent them a copy of the complaint. Okay. Days later, Burruss 49 hosted an Amazon Live and shared insight into her split. And in that Amazon Live, she said, "Right now is a pretty crazy time," the singer-songwriter said. She also answered the fans' questions about how she's been feeling, and she candidly shared, "I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm up, I'm down. I'm up and I'm down. Obviously, going through a divorce is definitely not the easiest thing. Sometimes you're cool, then sometimes you have your moments of sadness." Burruss said there are moments she wants to reply to online comments. She said, "I'm just all over the place." She said, "Sometimes things just don't work out. It's just what it is." Okay. She said that the other day. Now we coming back after Todd said that y'all need to review the prenup. Now she's saying that he been talking to women without her knowing, because she ain't even been at home. She been living in New York all this time, and Todd been over there hanging out with Blaze and Ace and some other woman. That's what she said. Despite the split, Burruss says she and Tucker spent Thanksgiving together as a family. That's what she's saying. Okay. Back in 2020, during a couples therapy session on Real Housewives, Burruss and Tucker admitted that their busy work schedules had taken a toll on their relationship. So people are pulling up receipts from, the olden days. Okay, people are pulling up all of the receipts from Kandi's wedding. People are pulling up all the receipts and asking all of the questions like, we knew this was gonna happen. How she didn't know this was gonna happen? We saw Todd saying that you didn't even flip the mattress when he moved in, and we saw Todd saying that you were no Rihanna, and we saw Todd saying that you can't keep him chained up in the house like a dog. We saw Todd saying all them things right in front of our eyes, but you told us don't believe nothing he said. It's not true. You took Todd and his leash and you took him over and sat on that couch and you told the people that you don't wear your ring, but he better keep his on. You did that and we believed you, Kandi. We thought that, you were saying that the divorce rumors weren't true, that Todd was happy, And Todd went and sat along with you and said, "You're right. I'm just so happy. You're right. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy." Mhm. And here we are. You say, "Yup, we saw it." Okay, let me find it. Hold on. Kandi Todd. Hold on. What was that on? When they was talking about that damn ring. It's so many things on here now. I can't find it. It's been so long ago. Let me say ATLien. I played it the other day. Now I can't find it. I don't even remember where it came from. Where it came from? E News or something? Kandi Todd ring. ATLien. It's a short. I can't find it. Anyway, y'all knew what it was when Kandi and Todd was wearing that ring, and I was like, "Oh, there it is right there. There it is right there." I don't remember where I had got it from though. I want to know what the original interview, because y'all remember this right here.
But they're like, why doesn't she have on a ring? I hardly ever have it on. He always has it on
herself, because I ain't never said why she didn't have on the ring. Y'all knew she didn't run her ring. They telling on themselves Kandi took the ring off. I didn't know that.
Now if he doesn't have it on, and then it's gonna be a problem.
If Todd don't wear the ring, it's a problem. But Kandi is the boss. Kandi wears the pants. Kandi can take her ring off whenever she got dang feel like it. And you better not say nothing. Todd, get in there and cook for these kids.
Bravo. So the state of the marriage is good.
Yes.
We're good.
But
yeah, and they went on a whole press tour just to say that the marriage was good. Hold on, let me see. You said it's on People. Let's go look. You said no one knows what happens behind closed doors. You right about that. No one knows. We sure don't. So we don't know who to blame, who not to blame. Here go another one. Hold on. I keep finding the shorts, but I don't know what a full video. Let me see what this short say.
Blind item going around that said that the two of you were going to split.
Yeah, BS.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
But we were
Riley actually sent it to
really?
me. Yeah, she was like, "Why do people keep saying that y'all about to get divorced?" I was like, "I don't know," but honestly, I think
it was on
came
Us
from
Weekly.
Todd and I on his YouTube. We're doing this thing called Todd and the Glam Squad, and it was really when I would get my hair and makeup done, he would sit and we would talk about like hot topics or whatever.
Relationship issues.
Sure,
Relationship issues. But we are great debaters.
Yeah,
okay?
we go at it.
And we're passionate when we go back and forth.
Right.
And I think people kind of mistook that to say like we were angry with each other, but it's like, no, we're debating the topic.
Sure.
Right.
Like we're going back and forth about this. Like as soon as I've been like that my whole life. As soon as we have a back and forth, I can walk out the room and be like, okay, now what we're doing next.
Right.
But there was like a blind item going around.
So it was really interesting that they went on a whole press tour when we was all dissecting the Glam Squad. It's like, why would you go on a whole press tour just to tell people ain't nothing wrong with us? And there's nothing wrong with us, but clearly there was. Okay. But there's that. Oh, here it is right here. Here it is right here. We're gonna look at it with fresh new eyes. Okay. Shout out to Us Magazine. This was how long ago was this? Let me see. This was a year ago. A year ago. Hold on. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Now let's listen.
Pay attention to rumors and things like that. But there was like a blind item going around that said that the two of you were going to split. Did you see that?
Yeah,
But we were
Riley actually sent it to me. Yeah, she was like, "Why do people keep saying that y'all about to get divorced?" I was like, "I don't know," but honestly, I think it came from Todd and I on his YouTube. We're doing this thing called Todd and the Glam Squad, and it was really when I would get my hair and makeup done, he would sit and we would talk about like hot topics or whatever.
Relationship issues.
Sure,
Relationship issues. But we are great debaters.
Yeah, we go at it.
And we're passionate when we go back and forth.
Right.
And I think people kind of mistook that to say like we were angry with each other, but it's like, no, we're debating the topic.
Sure.
Right.
Like we're going back and forth about this. Like as soon as I've been like that my whole life. As soon as we have a back and forth, I can walk out the room and be like, okay, now what we're doing next.
So they were trying to convince us that everything was okay. Everything is great. Kandi got dressed Todd up in his wool coat, took him to sit on the pink couch, and you better sit here and tell the people that we good, regardless of if I wear my ring or not.
Right. Exactly.
You know, whereas I guess there's somebody that's watching it, they are thinking that it's more than
right. They're analyzing, wow, he said this, or his posture. You know how they do.
Of course.
But yeah, it was just good, fun conversation. And yeah, I think people just took it wrong. I was like, we with each other every day. It's not like I haven't seen them together. His ring isn't on or something. So, but
right. And I'm really the one who never has on a ring a lot of times.
Sure.
Today I do.
Yeah.
Today I do. But you know, they are like, why doesn't she have on her ring?
Today she had on her ring. Just today, because she'll never have it on. Like we used to peep that all the time. Kandi ain't never had that ring on. Okay. Look. And now she's like, but today I do.
I hardly ever have it on. Yeah. He always has it on. Now if he doesn't have it on, and then it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem.
Tyler, she don't have to wear her ring, but I have to wear mine.
So the state of the marriage is good.
Yes.
We're good.
Yeah. Do you pay attention to that? So, well, obviously, I know because your daughter brought it to your attention. But do you ever? Are you mindful of those things? Like you said, you know, going out wearing the ring, you have to people pick up on everything.
Yeah, they do. And it's tough because you're always on stage. You know, you can't really kind of relax out in public. But for me, I think, you know, from doing reality TV earlier on with her, like I really don't pay it no more. Yeah. We know.
Todd said, they don't pay it no mind. I don't know. Anyway, y'all let me know what in the chat what y'all think about this situation with Kandi and Todd. Do you think it's gonna get worse before it gets better? I know y'all say it's a sad situation overall, but a lot of people feel like they was making a mockery of marriage. You know, they was inviting other people into their marriage. Marriage is sacred, and clearly they didn't take it seriously enough. You know, they listen. And here's my issue. Why you wanna seal the motion, file a motion to seal now, Kandi, when you done had us in the middle of it all this time? You had us in the middle of your prenup battle on TV. You had us in the middle of your wedding battle on TV. You had us in the middle of your surrogacy battle on TV. You had us in the middle of all your drama on TV. But as soon as this start, all of a sudden you want your privacy. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. And I don't know for sure. I see you, Jezebel. I don't know for sure. But what's gonna happen is Ty is gonna subpoena all these financial documents. What's gonna happen is you're gonna realize that Kandi don't really have as much as y'all team Kandi Code Click think she has, and y'all gonna realize that maybe Todd was telling the truth about being there with the kids and Kandi was not. I don't know. It's something that she don't want y'all to see, because Todd in his response did not issue any type of motion to say seal this up. And Kandi didn't file a motion to seal in her initial complaint. So why you doing it now, Kandi? Why? You don't want us to see what Todd asking for? What's going to happen? Huh. And here's this too. Who was it that tagged me? Was it Tasha Washer? Was it DMV? One of y'all tagged me last night in the lead attorney. Okay. And apparently he was reviewing the documents after I had reviewed the documents. And I understand attorneys may have some different perspectives. And when I saw him, he was reviewing Kandi's initial petition. And in the initial petition, he was pointing out that there were several grammatical errors, formatting errors. It was too many spaces, the commas put in all these different places, things that lawyers see, you know, because lawyers are supposed to do things in certain ways. Okay. I probably wouldn't care what a comma was, but you know, apparently he would, and apparently maybe the judge would. I don't know. But he pointed that out. And so in doing so, he was calling into question the competency of Kandi's attorney, in my opinion. I mean, he didn't say it factually that, you know, she was incompetent, but he was kind of saying, now look at Todd's documents that were prepared by Randy Kessler, that's got all the things pretty, that's got the footnotes where they supposed to be, that's got the overview, that's got all of these things, is very detailed. And look at Kandi's initial petition that they forgot the verification. Remember I told y'all Todd's attorney said you didn't even put the verification in there, and it's supposed to be in there, which means this petition isn't even valid. And so she had to file a whole amended petition along with the verification. So it's like, what is happening, Kandi? Like, we went and watched, well, I went and watched like the first episode of Kandi's wedding, right? And Johnny Winston was on. I need to call Johnny Winston because I didn't realize Johnny Winston was the wedding planner. Who knew? And Kandi was skipping pinching pennies even back then. And now, you know, it's interesting that, you know, y'all would call out the fact that Todd got Randy Kessler and Kandi got Adama McKinnon, even though, you know, Adama may be very, very experienced by now, but I met her when she was Phaedra's law clerk. That's all I gotta say. That's when I met her. I don't know what she did since then. But it's giving Kandi still pinching pennies because she didn't think that Todd was gonna fight. So now you got your attorney filing paperwork that isn't as legitimate as Todd's paperwork, and you allegedly got more to fight for than he got. I'm just saying, like, wow. Bravo need to pull these cameras out right now. Okay, Bravo need to pull, because we need to figure this out. Okay. And another thing that the lead attorney brought up that I thought was interesting was that Adama allegedly represents Blaze Steak and Seafood LLC, the company that owns Blaze Steak and Seafood, against the landlord. Remember, the landlord is suing Blaze Steak and Seafood for, like, I think it was $100,000, $200,000, something like that. And Kandi and Todd both are co-owners of that company. So Adama representing Blaze means she's representing both Kandi and Todd. So how can she go over here and represent Kandi? Would that be a conflict of interest? I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a judge. I'm not even a court clerk. But I mean, would it be? It seemed kind of iffy if she was representing Todd over here with the Blaze Steak and Seafood stuff, and then she coming over here just representing Kandi by herself, that there would be some type of Hip Hop Inquirer said yes, it's a conflict. Oh Lord, let me fix myself. Oh Lord, how now Kandi ain't got no attorney? Oh Lord, how she ain't got no attorney in the middle of the stuff? She gonna have to switch attorney in the middle. Lord, you said it's a conflict for sure. Ooh, and then what I found interesting. Hey, Dennis, what I found interesting is he also said that it's not for the judge to decide if it's a conflict. It's for the opposing attorney to decide if it's a conflict. So it could be strategy on Randy Kessler's part in not bringing it up right now. And when they get into the weeds and the meats and the potatoes of the lawsuit, then he might bring up, well, you know, Kandi's attorney represented my client and and then she could get a conflict and get booted off the case. And then we got Randy over there. Randy been Todd's attorney since the beginning, at least on TV. We saw him on TV. We saw Randy Kessler telling Todd, don't sign that. It's not in your favor. Don't sign it. You need to ask for this. We saw Randy Kessler saying that on TV. Okay. We saw Kandi's team of attorneys come into Todd's hotel room with cameras the day of the wedding or the day before or whatever it was, within 24 hours, to have him sign on camera. And Randy wasn't there. So listen, it's the same attorney now. Randy has said in Todd's documents against my consultation against whatever I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But Randy said against my legal advice. I told him don't sign it. He signed it, and here we are. And I'm calling it the question, the signing of this document. And all of that could have been strategy even back then. Yeah, go ahead and sign it. It's not going to be valid anyway. Go ahead and sign it, Todd. It ain't going to be valid anyway. Go ahead. Go ahead and sign it. We'll just fight. If you ever get divorced, we'll just fight it. Go ahead and sign it. Mm-hmm. Randy taking Todd money. Randy was Nene's attorney too. Randy was everybody's attorney. Portia's attorney. Portia's attorney against Simon and the prenup. That's why I called into question Simon's prenup. Y'all talk about, when we all was saying, how can Portia get the house? How can Portia sit in the house? How can Portia, even though Simon ain't paying, it's like, Portia is entitled to half of the equity because she lived there during the time. Like, it's the same thing with Todd. Isn't he entitled to half of the equity? If Kandi bought that house for $500,000, allegedly. If Kandi bought that house for $500,000 as a foreclosure, allegedly. Todd moved in 2 years later and they got married. Okay. And within their marriage, they done upgraded the house, they done redid the pool, they done redid the house, they done redid the kitchen, they done put new appliances in, they done did all this, new bathrooms. They did all that while they was married. You telling me that he ain't owed a portion of the equity that has been earned in light of all the years that they have earned this house together? She lied. She lied. According to court documents, according to the sales records, she paid $500,000. Maybe she paid $500,000 cash. Now I don't even know if it was cash, but the house was sold for $500,000 to Kandi Burruss. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could tell you exact amount, but I'd be messy. But it's 500 and like 520, somewhere around there. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you remember Todd has a townhouse or a condo? They say he got one in Jersey, remember? And she might get half of that. I don't know. But the point being is they're married. Okay. Simon lost because he was an illegal citizen. If not for that, he would have won. There was some bias. I believe there was some bias there because of that. Yeah, she paid less than $1 million for it. She paid $500,000. Mm-hmm. All right. Unless she financed $500,000 and paid $500,000 cash. I mean, it's possible, but from the sales record, it's sold for $500,000. Okay. But y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think about all this drama with Todd and Kandi. I mean, every day is something else with Todd and Kandi. Now, moving on. Next up on the agenda is Junkie Dineva and Tamar Braxton. Junkie Dineva and Tamar Braxton. Hold on. Not y'all sending me Kandi. I don't want to see Kandi. Hold on. I'm over Kandi right now. We'll talk about Kandi some more tomorrow, the next day, because they're going to be in court for a while. Okay. I love you too, friend. I love you too. You said Kandi winning. Okay. You said that's why a lot of people put things in their mama name. Okay. Did it. And I fell asleep on the Diddy documentary. That's the only reason why I'm not talking about that. But I was like, Diddy put all his stuff in his mama name, child. Let me put all my stuff in Mama Brown name too. Now, Tamar appeared on the Morning Hustle show along with L'Oreal recently. And she addressed the situation about her accident, right? So in addressing it, Junkie got triggered. Okay, Junkie Dineva. Y'all know who he is. Y'all know who Junkie Dineva is over here. Hold on, let me get myself together. He will always be Junkie around here. Okay, he is a known crackhead in the streets of Atlanta. Honey, listen. He be drunk and pooping on himself and stuff. Everybody know about Junkie, okay? Everybody, all the club owners know about Junkie. This ain't no allegedly. I done seen it with my own eyes, okay? Y'all listen. I done seen the crack with my own eyes. He don't even have no more membranes in his nose. He can barely sit and talk on camera without blowing his nose, child. That is why he is known as the Junkie around here. In addition to being known as a junkie around here, he stole my washer and dryer. Y'all remember he stole my washer and dryer, child? I rented my townhouse to him. And people be like, oh, it's been years. It's been years. Let that go. I ain't letting shit go. My friend Corey last night said the stories in the Bible is old. We still refer to them. We gonna refer to this damn townhouse story every chance we get. If we can talk about Cain and Abel, if we can talk about Genesis, if we can talk about the earth, if we can talk about all these things, King James, we gonna talk about me and my townhouse, okay? So a terrible friend. I don't know why anybody would want to be his friend, okay? I rented my townhouse to this junkie. I didn't know he was a junkie back then. I had my suspicions. But I did not know he was a junkie. I did know that I thought he was talented. I did know that I was teaching him how to do stuff. And, I was being a mentor because I love it when I find new talent. I love to teach them things. And I was like, you know what? You should start a blog. Everything you do on YouTube, you can put on your blog. You can make double the money. And I was teaching him how to do all kinds of shit, right? That's neither here nor there. But he had got, he had lost his job, got evicted. Okay. And, I had my townhouse was empty. Here I am like, should I let him move into my townhouse? I guess I will, because I had helped him set up the blog. I had put the ads on the blog for him. The ads were actually under my company name. They were actually my ads on his site, which means I was actually getting the money from the revenue from his site to my account. But I would get a printout every month that would show Junkie Dineva site, Straight from the A, and then, my other sites, because I had some other sites, right? So, and I would give him a check. So when I would get the money first, that would be the portion of the rent I could take out of it. Needless to say, as the site got bigger, he decided, he wanted to come in his name. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad because with Google AdSense, and I'm teaching y'all blog or something if y'all want to be a real blogger, not just YouTube, but typing. With AdSense, you have to have a certain number of views first before you can put ads on your account, okay? Unless you have multiple websites, which I did, which is why I allowed him to put mine on them. Neither here nor there, okay? But he decided to get it in his name after a while. Child, he would be late on the rent, okay? You get your big Google check, which is YouTube and the blog, on the 21st every month. The rent is due on the 1st. He still wouldn't pay me until the 21st of the next month. I'm like, where is the money? What is happening? He would be high, would be drunk, would be whatever. And this went on for a good, maybe a year, because the first year, like I said, I was getting the money. The second year, he was getting the money, but he was late, but he was paying. And then after that, he would just be a month late, 2 months late, 3 months late, and then would try to give it to me all at one time. I'm not paying for no roof over no grown man's head. Okay. So you said what now? Okay, what's the pay? Oh, okay. Is he winning? I don't know. Is he winning? Don't he have cancer? I mean, listen, y'all know I'm not the person who's gonna drag you for your health. Okay, he is, not me. But is he winning? I think he's a very miserable person. I really do. Okay, but anyway, let me continue. Okay, so anyway, these are for the people who don't know. I kicked him out. Okay, I kicked him out. I evicted him. Okay, when I evicted him, it was because he hadn't paid in months. I gave him plenty of time to pay, and he didn't. He, then his mama passed away. Then he goes online, blames me for his mama dying, drags me. Okay, says I smell like fish, says my coochie stinks, says all of these things about me, all because he didn't pay the rent. And I'm like, what I do to you? I taught you. I taught you. I gave you a place to live. I don't understand why you would try to smear my reputation, because I've been a blogger in Atlanta at that time way longer than he had. Why would you try to smear my reputation on the strength of you smoking crack, drinking liquor, and not paying your bills? I say all that to say that was just one of many accounts. That was 10 years ago, and I love bringing it up because it really tells you what his character is. Okay, it started from there. Okay, and then it went from me to who was next? I don't know, Kaya. Then it was Tasha K. Then it was Claudia Jordan. Then it was who's next? Then it was Tamar. So it's like every couple of months, every couple of years, he got a wild hair up his ass for a black woman. And we all know why. And oh God. See, anyway, let me start with Tamar, because y'all know I'm triggered. Okay, I'm triggered. So we all know what happened. Well, we don't know what happened with Tamar. Okay. And the night that she was out with Junkie Dineva, the known crackhead in Atlanta, who does crack and alcohol and pills and everything else, not allegedly, I've seen it with my own eyes. So Tamar was out with Junkie. The next day, Tamar posted on her account that she was missing teeth and she woke up in a pool of blood and she almost DIED. Okay. And of course, you know me, I'm going to come to the internet and I'm super sleuth. The last person who Tamar was seen with all her teeth was Junkie Dineva. Like, who else would not have thought that? Everybody thought that, not just me. Hell, Tamar even thought it, because Tamar reached out to him asking him what happened. Okay, and he claims he didn't know. Now, is Tamar lying? I don't know, and I don't care. That ain't my business. Did Tamar sleep with men DCs? Probably. Okay, because I've been telling you that I know people that live in the building that seen her with men DCs. All of that is irrelevant to what I'm saying right now. This crash out that Junkie Dineva has been having for the past couple of days has absolutely nothing to do with this interview that he claims started it. Now let's pay attention to this interview right here. So this is Tamar Braxton on the Morning Hustle. L'Oreal, who happened to have been in the Heartbreak Retrograde video, the one Junkie Dineva claimed that he was booked as the best friend of, who he was cut out of the video. Okay, now there's another issue to be had that clearly Junkie Dineva feels some kind of way, because Tamar has literally cut contact, excommunicated, don't talk, don't speak, cut him out of everything that he was in, the podcast, the video. He ain't in it. Okay, you may have seen him in the sneak peek, but he ain't in the video. Okay, so Tamar has moved on. Okay, and now she decided to do a video with her friend who is actually in the video. Okay, and here's what here's what Tamar said.
Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
You thought was your friend.
Well, we ain't even gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
I came home like I would normally do. Well, you kind of know the spiel. I come home, I'll take a shower, I'll wash my face, I'll come back in the kitchen. We'll have, have more cocktails.
I know how it goes.
Or have some food.
Yeah.
And congregate until everybody leaves. And the last person left. And one of my friends was just a little too intoxicated to drive, which is fine. My third bedroom is very iconic.
Now, I don't know. Did you hear her say Junkie? Did you hear her say anything about Dineva? Did you hear her say anything about Junkie Dineva or any of that? Y'all let me know, because I ain't hear it. I heard her say she had a friend's birthday party, blah, 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 blah. She didn't say his name. She didn't care, whatever. L'Oreal, being messy, said somebody you thought was your friend. And Tamar was like, I ain't even going there. So for me, that's like she wasn't even trying to even touch on that. Okay, she just telling her story. Whatever it is, whatever lie she trying to tell us, she went and told it over here.
Mm-hmm. You always like, yo, Elle, you ain't got a job. Yeah. You can stay right here.
Yeah, it's very iconic. So actually, me and Brian was texting each other while I was watching Real Housewives of Orange County, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up to my friend shaking me like, Tay, are you okay? Are you okay? What's going on? I'm calling the ambulance. I was like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
And then when I came to, it was like teeth and blood all over the place.
And you just don't remember anything.
I do not.
That's
I do not.
scary.
I do not.
So did you look at the friend like, hey, did you do something to me?
No, that person wasn't capable. That person was mortified.
Yeah.
Mortified. Yeah.
Well, Durant, you knew who she was talking about. Everybody don't know who Junkie is. Okay, you like, are you really have that much audacity that you would think that everybody in the world know who Junkie is? I don't think so. I think when she was saying this, didn't nobody know who she was talking about. Hell, I certainly didn't. I didn't care, and I followed the drama. Okay, so you got the Junkie bunch in here. Okay, you got the Junkie bunch, all y'all on crack. Okay, some of y'all. And you have Tamar basically not saying nothing. Then you have this one misogynistic crackhead that feels like every single time some woman doesn't do what he wants them to do, that he can use his platform to humiliate and demean them. Now, I don't understand why y'all think that that's a good thing. Whether you like Tamar or you don't like Tamar, why is it okay for this crackhead ass man to go on his platform and choose to drag Black women every chance they get? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat, because I don't know. You got the cracks and the junkies. Not somebody saying, oh no, not I ain't defending no BS, honey. You said it's not a good thing. So, you never go there to listen. So it's just interesting to me to see and to hear, okay, some of the things that he has been saying. Now, listen, I don't even care about, him dragging Tamar, him saying that Tamar was sitting on the man's lap, him saying all the things about Tamar. But the one thing that I saw that was really interesting to me is he said something about he feels sorry for her parents. And I was like, no, he didn't. No, I tried. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Say he feels sorry for somebody's parents. And this is coming from somebody who cosplayed the worst stereotype of Black women to build his platform. He put on a wig. Okay, he talked about y'all like a dog. He called y'all fish and bitches and all kind of things. And then he sat there after Tamar didn't say nothing. Okay, after Tamar said, I'm gonna let my lawyers handle it. I'm done. I'm not going back and forth with this misogynistic Black man who clearly hates women and is on crack. He says this. Hold on, listen to this.
Mama and daddy, but the biggest failure in life they ever had was your ass. Something about the way they raised you or didn't raise you got you fucked up. And on top,
and this is somebody who's addicted to crack. This is somebody who does drugs and alcohol like there's no tomorrow. This is somebody who was allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly, diagnosed with cancer, who still will drink himself under the table until he falls out. This is their person, and this is y'all's king. Hold on.
top of that, I'm gonna take it a step further. You may not want to believe it, and your family may be in denial. There is something psychiatric with you.
This sounds wait. Is he talking about Tamar or is he talking about himself? I'll wait. Is he talking about Tamar or is he talking about himself? This crack addicted junkie who hates Black women, who calls y'all bitches and hoes, who goes online dragging people. He's definitely projecting. This man is miserable. This man goes to bed and cries every night, cries alone. He has to go online and show y'all everything he buys to feel validated in life. Can you imagine living your life in a way that every dollar you make, you got to spend to make somebody think you a good person? Can you imagine living your life that way? That you have to associate yourself with people you hate to make yourself appear bigger than life? This man ain't never liked Tamar. This man has never, let me pull my child before I even go on. This man has never liked Tamar. He was just mad at Tamar when Tamar was on Nene's show. Is this the get back? Hold on. Is this the get back? Hold on. Y'all remember this? Hold on. Y'all remember this? Hold on.
And we had to film my episode of the podcast 3 hours later than original because she was filming Nene's podcast. And it's interesting now, the fact that I was in Tamar's presence on that day to see what it is she was doing that had our shoot to be 3 hours late. And I'm here to tell you, this just ain't it. I just think
he was so jealous. He was so jealous of Tamar over there on the Nene Leakes show that he had to go and look. Tamar didn't give a F about him. Okay, Tamar left him sitting there waiting because she had something more important to do. Okay, and then he went on his platform to say, "Oh, I can't believe she was over there doing that while I was doing this."
Think that there could have been a much better use of both Tamar and Nene's time than discussing Kandi for whatever reason. And here is why I say that. I just don't understand why Kandi Burruss is the hill that both Tamar and Nene Leakes are willing to die on.
And I don't understand why you riding for Kandi when Kandi fired you in your dirty feet when she passed you off to done one. Kandi said she couldn't take on a crackhead. Allegedly, she said it. I ain't heard old child. If I tell you who said it, I'm gonna have to give up my sources. Allegedly, I had heard the street say that Kandi was trying to manage Junkie Dineva and she couldn't do it. So she passed him off to Don Juan, and then Don Juan passed him off to somebody else because he was a live wire on crack and cocaine all the time, and nobody could control him or help him. Nobody could get him any types of jobs, and they didn't want their names attached to him because of who he is and what he does and how he handles himself. So please don't come to me with the bull crap. Okay. Hey, Sharrell's World. Okay. Passed him on to Don Juan. Yes, Don Juan was managing him for a hot second, honey. Yes. Listen, back then, Kandi actually called me because, I had helped him. I had mentored him. Kandi actually called me to ask me, was I managing him? And I was like, absolutely not. If you want to manage him, call him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I passed his number on to her. So please don't be acting like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I was there and it's so much y'all don't know. Okay. And I could care less about telling it. But what I will tell you is that he a crackhead and he does not like women. Okay. It was somebody in here had said something about am I mad that he is farther than me? Can y'all explain to me how further he is than me? Can y'all explain it to me? Have y'all seen my bank account? Have y'all seen my real estate portfolio? I know one thing that I got that he don't have, and that's a bunch of houses. He don't even own one. How about that? I know one thing that he owned that I don't. A bunch of drugs and alcohol. And since we read and since we're going to talk about him, let's talk about it, okay? Y'all kept coming to me talking about that man was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I'm questioning that because he was diagnosed by LPN. And not to say that LPNs don't know what they talking about. Shout out to the LPNs out there. That man didn't even have health insurance to go to no damn doctor. He was getting all his medical needs met through LPNs and estheticians and people who give you IVs to vitamin C to boost you up after you had nights of drinking drugs and alcohol. Now, before y'all say I'm lying, the LPN who diagnosed him, hold on, actually did a video about it. Hold on. And I don't think Junkie retweeted. Hold on. Did he even know if he had cancer or not? Yeah. Has he ever been to a doctor? Does he have a primary care physician? Hold on. Here you go. Hold on.
Stage 1 prostate cancer. They did 12 biopsies, and 2 of them came back cancerous. 1 of them came back suspicious or inconclusive.
So recently you guys saw a post today where one of my clients and friends, Funky Dineva, was diagnosed with early stage 1 prostate cancer. And this is what I've been saying is the reason why you need to get your blood work checked every single year, a full panel, because so much can change in just 1 year. Funky came to me a while ago wanting to start his health journey. And of course, I will do a full panel checking everything, and also getting a history. And so with that blood work, we did find that the prostate numbers were elevated. And right then and there, I said, let's go send you to a specialist right now to see why this number is elevated. And now we have the result. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Things can be preventive when you go and get your blood work done early. You have people that go through issues time after time, year after year. You may not even have that kind of time. Get your blood work done. And what I want you guys to also realize, even though my specialty is wellness, hormones, weight loss, Botox, fillers, aesthetics, lasers, at the end of the day, I am family practice trained, which means my ER experience is still there. I know how to diagnose. I know how to write an order for MRI, for a CT scan, for ultrasound, because that is what health comes from. It's not just making you feel pretty. It's about how to fix things before they get worse, how to diagnose and treat. That's what I do first, okay? So if you're out there and have things going on and your doctor isn't listening, please DM me. I don't care where you are. I can send an order for you to go get what you need in any state. That's what we have licenses for, okay? Don't wait. If there's something that's troubling you and you're not getting answers, at the end of the day, I don't need to do Botox and filler on you. Let's get you healthy first. That can wait, because time doesn't wait on anyone. And if you keep on waiting, you won't be here.
I have stage.
Okay, so this is a Gentle Giant Care. They do weight loss, peptides, hormones. They do blood work. They check your blood to make sure that you can, take the weight loss medication. They do health. They do skincare. He do all the things. Okay, he do Junkies. He do Junkies. What do he do? Child? Hold on, it's probably in here somewhere. He do Junkies, IVs, and stuff like that. Okay, and I ain't mad at it, but I mean, go to a doctor, child. You telling me you ain't got no primary care physician that you ain't been doing, you ain't been getting checked, and I get it. Men need to go to the doctor. They need to go to the doctor. Okay, all y'all was like, oh, Michelle, you need to talk about Junkie being diagnosed with prostate cancer. We don't even know if he got a diagnosis yet. We don't know nothing, child. I don't believe nothing he say. But anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about, child. Let me get back to here. Okay. Not he the Amazon. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, I live for the squad because listen, you can't hide nothing around here. Listen, we got notification when Junkie was talking about he bought a house that he was really renting the house. I showed you the house he was renting. I showed you him touring the house. Then he done moved again. He renting another house. After that, the lease expired for the first house, and y'all still be like, oh, he tells the truth. He tells the truth. He don't tell shit. Nothing he says is true. Now let me get back to Tamar. Tamar and Mendices. Now I know that Tamar, you know, it is what it is. A lot of what she's done and said is questionable. And that ain't even why I'm here. Because like I told y'all before, two things can be true at the same time. Tamar can be a liar. Tamar can be a husband stealing cheater, but Junkie Dineva is still a junkie and he's still a misogynistic woman basher. Okay. Why is it that y'all will allow him to get online, him to utilize his platform to humiliate and demean women all the time? And I know y'all can be like, Michelle, you talk about women too. I sure do. I am a woman. I can talk about women. I can build women up and I can tear them down. I can do what I want to do because I feel like I make myself better by learning from people's problems and everything, child. Anyway, but it's just interesting to see, hold on, that he could use his platform to say things like this, and y'all think it's okay. It's the vitriol for me. Hold on.
I tried to love you, bitch. I love your mama and daddy, but the biggest failure in life they ever had was your ass.
Now he tried to love her. That sounded real stalkerish. Okay. That sounded real misogynistic. That sounded like I don't understand where all of this hate and jealousy is coming from. It sounded like he would like cut her skin up and wear her. Okay. That's what it sounded like to me.
Something about the way they raised you or didn't raise you got you fucked up. And on top of that, I'm going to take it a step further. You may not want to believe it, and your family may be in denial. There is something psychiatric with you.
Again, this is projection. He really hates himself.
I tried to love you, bitch.
Oh, that's it. Hold on. I thought it was another one in here. I don't want to play all of it, but he also goes into this diatribe about the dichotomy between men and gays. And I'm like, it seems like there's a level of self-hate here that we're not addressing. Okay, where's the gay men at? I know it's a bunch of gay men in here. I know it's a bunch of gay men in the Funky Bunch. I know it's a bunch of men in wigs in the Funky Bunch. Okay, where y'all at to call him out on his homophobia? Where are y'all? Are you not still a man if you're gay? Because he said something about being a gay man, I have to do what men do too. And you know, I'm expected to protect the women and hang out with them like a girlfriend. Like, I mean, can y'all explain that to me? Because my gay friends, my straight friends, my men, like they all men, whether they like, I don't understand. I didn't understand that. And he said it. Okay. So it was filled with a bunch of self-hate and homophobia, and y'all be talking about homophobia all the time. But I mean, a junkie, like I said, a junkie is a junkie 365. Let me see my notes, and I'm gonna let y'all call in because I'm not gonna spend too much more time on him. Oh, he also called her common. I wish I had that clip. Hold on, let me see if I can find Millie Chun. Oh no, Millie Chun TV. Like this video, please, and thank you. Now, how dare you call Tamar common? Okay. Look. Hold on.
Millie Chun.
Shout out to
And
Millie
if
Chun.
you understand why I have this word common here, that means you were on my live last night or you heard Funky Dineva. If you don't understand, let's get into it. So, we had the situation with Tamar was on the podcast with L'Oreal. Funky Dineva made a response to that. So then Tamar doubles down and gets letterhead from her lawyer's office and proceeds to type a letter. I don't know if this is formal. I don't know if Funky has received it in the mail. He talked about this on live last night. It's the not centered name for me that's sending me, but I'm going to try to get through this. In the first paragraph, Tamar talks about Heartbreak Retrograde. She thanks everyone for supporting her. She talks about where it's charting. The second paragraph, she talks about being accused of being in an inappropriate relationship with a co-star. She goes all through that. In the third paragraph, she talks about how all of this has affected kids, family, and things like that. In the fourth paragraph, she says, as for me, I'm letting my lawyers take it from here.
Thank you for breaking that down, Millie, because I ain't read it.
I said, oh my Lord. Lawyers? And then at the end, she talked about, she's going back to do the things that she loves. But then she reposted it and put playtime is over. Okay, let's get into it. So as Funky was reading this statement, he began to unravel Tamar throughout this entire live. Baby, he unraveled her so much that, first of all, he referenced the lawyer, Mr. Walker, throughout the live because he wanted him to know certain things. Funky went on so much to describe the outfits that Tamar had wore on occasions when he would be out with her and Mendices would be there. He talked about how they were out to eat at Ruth Chris. Mendices put his hands on Tamar's legs. Allegedly, I was not there. And then he went on to talk about inappropriateness. Let me know, Mr. Walker, if that is inappropriate. And here's the thing. He knows more than what he said in these past 2 days. And I think, I feel like Tamar has really low self-esteem. So I think when she gets a friend, like I really in my mind thinks that she thought Funky Dineva was her friend. So if she is out here with Mendices, as Funky is stating, I feel like she thought he was a friend to the fact that she could just be herself. And if this is something she's doing,
I think they used each other. I think they used each other, and I think that's normally what happens with bloggers and celebrities, especially in Atlanta. It's kind of like a symbiotic relationship. You go out, you eat, you have fun. They give you some tea that don't nobody else have, and you go back and do whatever you do. You kind of treat them a little nicer than you would some other people. But as far as this is concerned, like I don't understand why she would trust anything around him.
She can do this in front of her friend and be comfortable. That's what I'm thinking. Because why else would you do that in front of somebody? Everybody in the world knows, regardless if Yandy and Mendices is married for real on paper or not, that is Yandy's man. And you out here running around corners and in restaurants and sitting in dark places with somebody else's man. So I have to think that she was comfortable. If these things were going on with Mendices around Funky Dineva, I would have to think.
But if these things were going on with Mendices around Funky Dineva, he was comfortable with it. He wasn't like, I don't understand why he felt the need to come and expose not only Tamar, but Mendices, Yandy, the kids, everybody. Like you spray everybody. Mendices' best friend. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody stepped to him at the club one night. If he go to the club and Mendices is there, I'm sure Mendices might have a few words to say about it.
I think that she was so comfortable she considered him to be a friend, but he considered it to be disrespectful and putting him in a bad place. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think about that. But now we about to get into.
And then wasn't his whole spiel was he dating his neighbor's husband? Wasn't his don't he always tell y'all to do prostitution and things like that? Like how is it now he's sitting here with some moral high ground talking about Tamar dating somebody else's husband. This is weird to me. This is giving that he is literally trying to smear this woman. That's what it's giving to me. And like I said, two things can be true at the same time. She can be a home wrecking hussy. She can be wrong. All of the above. And we don't know what Yandy and Mendici's relationship is, but for him to feel that it's okay to come to the relationship and come to the internet and spill tea, okay, as a friend, okay, I don't know. It's given we see you, Junkie Dineva, and you're doing what you've always done.
To what Funky had to say and why I had the word common up there.
I would be somewhere clawing my mattress if I was supposed to be as big of a star as you are.
And see, this is projection, because like I told you before, how I feel like he is so miserable that he uses every dollar that he has to convince his audience that he is rich, to convince his audience that he is a better person than he actually is. He has the name drop to tell you everybody he's going to lunch with, to convince y'all that he's accepted into rooms and he's not. Okay, if you know what I know, you know he's not. And so this is literally projection for him to like tell this person who is actually celebrity, whether you like her or not, she's still a celebrity. She still has fans. She still has millions of people who will buy her album or pay to come see her sing, which he does not. To tell her that, he would hope that she would be clawing the mattress because she's seen as coming is a joke, because he is coming and he got to spend all his money to try to convince y'all that he's not.
And you down here playing around with common stuff.
Self-hate. He calling himself common right now. You down there playing with common stuff. And I agree with him on that, Tamar. You should have never associated yourself with that common trash. You should have never associated yourself with that trash. You are too big of a celebrity. You are too big of a star to hang around that messy punk. Isn't that what he called himself? A messy punk and a messy sissy. He said he not like them other messy punks and messy sissies. He's exactly like them. He is them. Let's continue. Millie looked shocked.
Toni Braxton would never.
He had a whole point. Like, you never hear Toni Braxton.
Well, I'm gonna let it go at that, Millie. I'm sure she got her opinion. I got mine. Okay, Millie might still be a fan of his. I am not, as y'all know. Hold on, we got a blogger in the building. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, Sharrell.
Hey, Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Girl, I don't like to come on anybody's panel, but
you're always welcome over here, friend.
Thank you. But I had to, because Funky Dineva is so damn full of shit. It's not even funny. And he had a crowd of 15,000 people, all women cheering him on. But here's the thing. Tasha K said this earlier. They don't get treated by Funky Dineva the way that we get treated by Funky Dineva. He's a jealous-hearted person. He never liked Tamar from day one, but we warned Tamar about him. But until it happens to you, people don't understand the shit you got to put up with Funky Dineva. Jealous-hearted. He wants to be the top blogger, and he compares himself to females.
All the time.
And I sat there in his audience and watched them women laugh when he kept saying fish. They don't understand. Tasha said it a couple hours ago. She said he don't look at us as women. We're competition to him. And for some reason, he hates women. But the people in his audience, he's got them fooled. Now, what people don't
the same way he was, I'm sorry, the same way he was on there just telling Tamar that her parents failed her and all that. I feel like it stems with his relationship with his mama or lack thereof. I feel with the way he saw his mother, that's the way he sees everybody. Like, he hated her. He hated the way she raised him, the way she treated him as a child. And now every woman is his mama, and he's treating us like trash the way he wished he could treat her.
And if you could zoom in on when he was talking about, no one believes you. No one believes something. He had a hatred in his eyes. And if you ask
me,
it's
a very dark, negative spirit. You know, I've experienced it.
Dark. And he an addict. Let's be real. I'm looking at him. I'm saying this ninja high. He high. No, I'm serious. And he want the attention so bad that he never liked Tamar from day one. And she kept confiding in him. She told him about the problems that was going on in her family. She told him that she was touched as a child. And when you suffer from that, people touching you at a very young age, I feel that it emotionally does something to you. Even though I like Tamar, she has the mentality of a 12-year-old when that stuff started happening to her. And so she's just looking for a friend and being used. He wanted her clout. He loves to be liked by celebrities.
Can we talk about this though? Did the podcast ever come out that he did with her, that he was claiming that he had to wait because she was at Nene's podcast?
I never seen it.
I don't think that ever came out. Also, remember he was featured in her Heartbreak Retrograde, the teaser. Remember, he was casted as her best friend, and she erased him completely out of that and used L'Oreal instead. And so L'Oreal is now who interviewed her, and I feel like that was the trigger. It wasn't that she said I threw a birthday party or whatever. It was the fact that L'Oreal is interviewing Tamar. Tamar is talking about that night. L'Oreal is also in the Heartbreak Retrograde video along with Tamar, playing her best friend that was supposed to be Junkie Dineva's role, and now he doesn't have the benefit of being exposed to her millions of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So
that's it. He didn't like her from day one. And you know how another piece of evidence that he didn't like her from day one is she confided in him about her family. So here we are on Mad Day again. And he knows that happened to all the women in the family. And then he's going to throw that in her face. He knows she's not talking to Tawanda and Trina right now. And he's going to throw that in her face. He is really slime. And let these people keep believing in him. And let me tell you what he's going to do, Michelle. Mark my words. Just like I said with Armand, he's going to creep back and try to clean it up. He's going to call Tamar. And this is what his audience don't realize. Just like he did Colorist Claudia. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did every time. And I'm going to drag the hell out of these women that let him call them fish.
You know it. Me too. Me too. I'll never let my foot up off the gas with him.
We can't do it. He got some mental problem. Something is seriously wrong with him. He's a
and again, we all love watching a train wreck. I can understand why people watch him sometimes. Like, we watch seeing things that clearly are not good for us, that are clearly disgusting because we can't look away. But at the same time, you need to know what you're paying attention to, and you need to have enough self-esteem to understand that he don't like you, and he's talking about you every single time he talk about bitches, hoes, fish, this, all of that.
But they don't have to deal with that. But if he woke up every day talking about their family, calling them fish, saying that women's vaginas stink, and then they don't have to do with him undermining your channel.
And on the one hand, they keep trying to say, oh, fish doesn't mean stink. But then on the other hand, you use it as an insult and a weapon, the same way he did me for years. So, he told his whole audience to come to my channel and put fish emojis in the chat. So it's not negative, but it's negative. Make up your mind. Is it negative or is it negative?
The whole thing, I just wish Tamar was in a better place mentally. Do I believe something happened that night with Mendices? I do, but you know, I don't know. Tamar's just in
Well,
a
you
bad
know,
place right now.
I was already told that, you know, Tamar had been seen around town with Mendices. That's nothing new. Okay. Him confirming it is nothing new. I don't really care
Mhm.
about whether y'all believe him or if he's telling the truth or not. I'm sure he added a little extra stank on it. But at the end of the day, my issue is him dragging her, him literally saying, I hope you feel horrible. I hope you scratching this. I hope you did, like literally using his voice, his platform to humiliate and demean her. Like everything he's doing now is to make her feel less than the way he feels less than, because she erased him from all of her projects and doesn't have anything to do with him. So
And this
instead
is
of
the
just
twisted
walking
part.
away and doing his own thing, now he wants her to feel just as shitty as he feels because she excommunicated him from the crew.
And don't forget, she cried on his shoulders. He was like, it's all right. You know, don't trust that Tawanda. Don't trust that Trina. And then on Mad Day, you telling all her business and you know what to say because she confided in you what hurts her. Who the hell does that? Who does that? And listen, this damn LPN I didn't know about. I could be your, I can give you Botox and diagnose your cancer too. But listen, he's having a hard time financially. He's sitting up there on the stage talking about, I'm rich. I don't understand.
Clearly.
Did you see that? I don't understand what it's like to be poor. So I don't understand y'all plight. And they still cheering him
it was
on.
a 9 to 5 to me. Y'all bitches work 9 to 5. You know, all of that. Remember that?
Okay. And they are cheering him on. He just
and
called
he
y'all
owns
broke.
nothing but his screen name. Let's be clear. He owns nothing. He does not own a house. He don't own his car. He owns nothing. And he can sit there all day and act like he is rich. He got all the money. He ain't got nothing with what y'all think he has.
And Michelle, you own houses. I own houses. The way that he left your shit, I'm never going to let it go. I don't give a damn what he said. You not in this. I put myself in. I'm never going to let it go. What he did was just deplorable.
I agree.
It was deplorable. And it comes from a person that doesn't understand real estate. He did you dirty. I'm never going to forget it, ever.
It comes from a place of somebody who ain't never had nothing. Because even if you don't understand real estate, you have enough common sense and you were raised with decency not to tear nobody shit up. When you rent an apartment, you know when you leave, you don't tear up the apartment like most people don't. Okay. But if you were raised some kind of way, the same way he talk about Tamar's parents, if you were raised to not give a damn, then that's the kind of person you are. You don't respect other people's property.
I don't, to this day, feces all over the house. Who does that? You trusted him to rent to him. You didn't have to rent to him. And he showed you his appreciation by being late on the damn rent and then putting fecal matter all around the house. And these
and not
women
only that, listen, I'm listen, when we talk about that, I'm over that, you know, it's been fixed, it's been da. We went to court, yada yada. And that's what people be like, y'all went to court, yada yada. But my issue was not only did he do that, he brought it to the internet. He went to his platform and tried to smear my name and call me everything but a child of God. Talk about I was fucking this person. She doing this. Like I was so much of a hoe. My pussy stank. I'm this. And it was like, what? And so the same thing that he's doing to Tamar now, I feel the same type of energy. That's why I come on here and talk this shit every single time he does it. Same way just a few months ago, he was talking about, you know, slapping Tasha K and he would never catch me outside. All the things that he keeps doing to women. The same thing he did when he got drunk, when he got fired from Fox Soul and he went on talking about Claudia wasn't shit and that he was going to unload the clip on her. The same thing. And her dumb ass, okay, her dumb ass talk about she forgive him. It's the same thing. The same thing he went online talk about Kaya's grandchildren were retarded. Those are his words. The same thing. And y'all act like y'all forget all of these things because some of y'all like these people and some of y'all, you know, don't. But at the same time, you look at it, you see a pattern. He's done this to Black women over and over and over again. Can you name at least one man he's read for filth or done this to ever in life?
Not one. He likes to bully women. His subscribers, I hate to say this, they are less than smart. Something wrong with them. But one day people are gonna get sick of Funky Dineva's shit. And if you've noticed, one at a time keep coming to our side. He did this.
Oh, he told
did
us
that.
he don't even worship the same God we worship. So even the devil can give you gifts and praise and wealth. Okay, look at Diddy. Diddy was a billionaire. Look at what he is now and what he's going through. So don't act like just because he's getting money, just because he got millions of people watching him, that is all a good thing, and that he is being blessed by the highest above. That's not the way this works sometimes, you guys.
Do you think that his audience believes he's rich?
I don't know. I think a lot of his audience sees through him too, because I was saying this on Patreon last night. Like, y'all are, the audience. Y'all watch all of us, and y'all probably see a lot of stuff that I don't see because I don't watch every video that he does.
Right.
And so, when people come to me and be like, "Oh my God, he was dozing off. Oh my God, he blows his nose every stream. Oh my God, he is talking about his friends need to pay him back money. Oh my God, he talk like all the things that he talks about. They know he ain't got no money, but they watch him because it's hilarious. They like watching him because he's a hypocrite.
Yeah, they don't see, they just like the jokes that's going on, and they just get into it that way. But if anybody sat on their panel and told me I don't understand how poor people think because I've been rich for so long, what?
That's projection, because he was raised poor. He didn't have nothing. So, and I'm a different type of person. I have a heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and read his mama and daddy the way I probably should, or the way he would do me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I know a lot about his background and where he came from, and what he has sold the world is not the thing that he is.
And you're right. It's only women. He has not said one word to Perry. Not one. But he goes after me. But you keep that shit up, and Perry gonna go off on your ass. He's scared of men, jealous of women. He's real twisted, and he high as hell. I'm gonna say it. You don't watch him, Michelle. One time I was watching him, he blew his nose about 30 times.
And it sounds like a horn, which means he ain't got no membranes or septum or whatever in his nose.
Blew his nose.
There's nothing up there. He just sniffed all the coke. Look, somebody said, I thought you YouTubers made a lot of money. He gets a lot of views. Isn't he making good money? Just because you make a lot of views don't mean you get a lot of money sometimes. It just depends. Like sometimes his videos might not be monetized depending on what he shows. Sometimes, I'm not saying he doesn't make money, but then you got to think about it. Even if you make money, you got to invest money. There are ways to, keep your money. If you spending all your money to pretend to your audience that you rich, you know what I'm saying? If you spend all your money on drugs and alcohol, you ain't got no money. Drugs are expensive.
And you didn't see this. One time he said, I love for me to do a little sniff and then have a threesome. They cheering them on.
Oh my
but
God.
Karma is real. Karma is real. And it's going to catch up to him one day. His list is growing longer and longer of him effing over bloggers, being jealous, trying to be number one, competing and comparing himself to a woman. You might want to be a woman. You might feel like you have woman tendencies, but you're not. So when you start attacking women, this is coming from a man. Treating us like we shit. And I'm telling you, I know my husband. He's going to say too many things wrong. And then let's see how he handles a real man. Because I just don't have a husband.
Man. He will ignore it. He will never address me.
You think he'll ignore it? Y'all don't know how crazy my sons are. They'll pull up. I'm seriously, they will pull up. He talks a tough game from behind a screen. But if he ever met you in person, he will run.
Okay, you know it. He's a coward.
I just had to say that because thank you for letting me come up, because I'm just sick of his shit. And I am disappointed in other women, how he just lets them disrespect us and they don't say a damn thing about it. Even if the jokes are funny. When you tell somebody your vagina stinks and it smells like fish and I can't deal with women and y'all don't say nothing about it, that's funny to y'all. I did this because I came on Michelle's show to mark the day that I said it. One day, somebody gonna get funky real damn good.
Oh,
real good.
I think somebody already got him. Anyway, I ain't gonna go there though. You know, I ain't gonna go there.
Just let me. One day he ain't gonna be laughing about it and talking about people's family. But he just caught the wrong one. Tamar is. I like Tamar, but a lot. But she's an emotional wreck because of what happened to her. I don't know if that's an excuse or not, but you know, people say when that happens to you, it happened to the whole family, by the way. And so that's why they just going through it. And I don't even know if they can fix it, but he knew what was wrong with Tamar and he threw that in her face. And Michelle, you can make me mad as hell. I don't tell people secrets when the relationship is over. Who does that? I don't do what you told me against you to make you feel bad. That's Funky Dineva's a punk. He a punk, and he needs. He know it. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at that. But anyway, I had to come up here. Thank you for letting me come up here. I didn't mean.
Thank you for coming, Sharrell. Y'all support Sharrell's world. I appreciate you, friend.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, bye. Oh, Nikki B.
Hello, good afternoon. Well, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful.
I wanted to come on and say two things. Number one, I'm like you and Sharrell. Tamar should have never, ever, ever, ever been in the same circle with Funky Dineva. I don't care if he moved to Atlanta, he tried to befriend you, whatever the case may be. He should have never been in her circle.
I agree.
She should have never had him around her family, her friends. And then the fact that, yes, she seems to be seeking friendship. And I do feel bad for her because right now her family are having their issues. But she needs to seek a friendship in a pen, a notepad, a journal, a therapist, but not the junkie funky.
I don't know what happened. I really don't know like how he got over there, but it is what it is. And you know, and I guess she learned her lesson now, but yeah.
I hope she's learned her lesson. I hope she doesn't be a fool like Colorist Claudia and get back with him and take the apology that we all know is not sincere. It doesn't mean two shits. It's just a camera, a light, a microphone for him to get back in your graces, maybe get a few more followers or get your people to start following him again. But I just hope she has enough common sense to know, like, he's not your friend. He's not your equal. He should have never been in the same space to even smell what type of perfume you had on, honey.
Well, you know, he's calling her common for even hanging out with him. So, I mean, like I said, that's one thing I can agree with him on. He's calling her common. I guess, you know, she slummed it for a while and hopefully now she knows better.
Hopefully she does. And then the other thing is, I know you spoke of the whole Kandi and Todd situation. It's not funny. I did just giggle a little bit, but I feel bad for Todd. I feel bad for Todd because the writing was on the wall for the beginning. And once again, that whole Love is Blind situation, the writing was on the wall. He saw it, his attorney Randy told him, and he still decided to walk down that tunnel that had no lights. Like, dude.
And look, now Kandi and Mama Joyce over there living it up in New York, just smiling and cheesing. Did you see that today?
No, I didn't see them today. And look, and for the people in the chat, I'm an RN. No, we do not diagnose, but what we can do is we can spot something that a doctor may not see. And if you're telling me this man is an LPN he doesn't even supposed to be pumping anybody with any Botox or fillers because you have to have a master's to do that.
Well,
You need to
maybe
be a nurse
he hired some
practitioner.
people. Maybe he hired some people that can do that.
Child, listen.
Because he owns the company.
But that's the thing. If he owns the company, he has to have a license to own that company. You have to be able to. Once you become an RN, you can take your license and you can go out there and buy. You can do a rehab home. You can do a lot with your license. But if you're not an RN and you're LPN, honey, you don't even have the license to do it. So
it says nurse practitioner.
If he's a nurse practitioner, yes.
Okay, well, he's a nurse practitioner. I was wrong.
Okay, I say because if he's an LPN, no,
I had to go to his page to see.
But you cannot be out there pumping face. You can't be doing any of that.
Okay. He said he's an entrepreneur in health and aesthetics, nurse practitioner.
Okay, well, if he's a nurse practitioner, that means he has his master, and then he went back and got his nurse practitioner's license, and he can do that. But
okay,
he does look a little shady still.
Yeah, I was wondering about it, but thanks for clarifying. Now I know.
Yeah, no, you as an LPN, you can do nothing but what the RN tells you to do.
Okay,
and that's that.
Okay.
No.
Ooh, all right.
Well,
yeah. Somebody said someone other than a urologist diagnosed him. Yes.
Yeah,
they diagnosed him based off his blood work.
Okay, well, you can I can look at my own blood panel and say, hey, your A1C is getting too high, this and that. So yeah, you can look at, if you know your levels and you know your labs, you can look at someone's blood panel and say, hey, you need to go see your doctor and have a conversation about this or this.
Okay.
If you know your labs well enough and you know what you're doing, you can do that. But as in we're sitting around here diagnosing people, no, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Well, he said it. You saw the video, didn't you?
I saw it. Looking at,
I mean, words mean things, right? He said it himself in the video.
Yeah, no, he did. But I also saw
he
that
literally took credit for the diagnosis. But that's why I was like, wait a minute.
Listen, Funky and his people, someone always crawls out of the trash can in the sewer with them. That's what I will say. But I did watch a portion of that video yesterday, and it was disgusting. It was deplorable, and I just couldn't anymore because he just, like Sharrell said, if that's your friend, I have people who I don't associate with anymore. But what they told me in confidence, that goes to the grave with me. That's not for you to go out there and slander that person's name, and you do it on the platform where you have crazy people following you and watching, and that you don't do stuff like that to people. So hopefully Tamar has learned.
The fact of it got so dark.
Very dark.
I almost was like, oh, I hope you off yourself. That's what I got from it. Oh, I hope you're under the covers clawing the sheets. I hope you. It's like, what? Like, it was just so weird to me. Like, you literally wishing for this woman to suffer because she said she threw your birthday party. Is that what it takes?
Yep, but not only that, like you said, it did get very dark, and it got so dark to Tamar had tried to commit suicide a couple years back, or something happened with the pills. So it made me think, like, damn, like, if this is your friend, and he was saying, oh, you pick up the phone and call me. No, if she's such your friend and you really so-called loved her so much, why you didn't pick up the phone and call her and say, hey, friend, we need to get this off social media. We need to have a conversation. Why didn't you pick up the phone and call her? So all that he was doing last night, I was like, okay, this is too much. And it made me think, like, God forbid, if there was a headline this morning saying something happened to her, her family could have went back and sued him and took everything that he doesn't have, Mr. I'm so rich white lady over there. But they're not to get much. We both know that.
I'm sure he probably don't get his AdSense in his own name. That's what took me so long to get my little money. He kept putting his checks in somebody else's name. And then he fell out with the person whose name he was putting it in, because at the end of the year you get a 1099, you got to pay taxes on it, and they were mad at him because he wouldn't give them the money to pay the taxes.
Oh, that's just nasty. But it's so funny you said, because he did make some little sly comment last night and said that, oh, they can try to sue me, but all all of my money is locked up in this and that and that and that and that. I didn't like after so much. And I was at work on my night shift last night, but after so much of that, I just had to turn it off. I'm like, you know what? I'm here taking care of people, and this man has gone. He literally jumped off the cliff off the bridge last night with that nastiness.
Yeah.
It was very disgusting. So
And
no,
it's not new. I mean, it's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. But
no, it won't be.
what
But you know what? Like you said, I don't recall who I heard him read one night, but I unsubscribed right then and there. I was like, oh, sorry. I was like, I'm done. I had to unsubscribe. You will not get any more clicks and views for me because it was just, he's nasty. And like you said, you came from a woman, and that lets us know he didn't love his mother. Whatever issues they had, it spews out every time. I've even put in there the man in the mirror, like what Michael Jackson said on one of my chats. He is deflecting so much and projecting so much. He's literally looking in the mirror and he's having a conversation with himself about himself.
Yep. That's what I got from it. Like he's talking to himself.
Literally.
But anyway, thank you, Nikki B. I appreciate you, friend.
No problem. Thank you, Michelle. Good night, squad. Good night, Michelle.
Hi. Hold on, we got T in the building. Hey, T.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. So what you gonna read me about today, honey?
Nah, you know I ain't gonna read you at all, sis. You know I love you down.
I don't be knowing. I'm like, somebody might come read me one day now, because I
You know
don't
what,
moderate the
Kel? I'm gonna get my honest thing here with you. I've been watching you for a long time. I used to gamble on the fish table. I don't know if nobody know that, but listen, I used to get drunk, watch you on the fish table, and lose all my money because I used to be in tune with you and lose my money. That is so crazy.
What's the fish table?
So it's like the casino, like slot machine, but it's like you be tapping on your phone. It used to be like an online game. And girl, I used to be on some Hennessy and just playing. I used to win some nights, but some nights I used to be so tuned to you, I used to be drunk.
Well, dang, don't blame me now. I ain't got nothing to do with it. My name is
I used to work from home and catch you when I'm getting off. It used to be so funny. But no, the serious note, like, and I'm going to expose something about myself tonight. And you and Sharrell was like hitting points. I've been in Tamar's shoes as far as her situation. And to see that, and when I say my situation, I'm gonna be very blunt. I don't talk about it, but as far as being touched, I don't like it when people play on the mental health thing. And for him to look dead in the cameras and say that no one's going to believe you and that you have something that is psychologically wrong with you, that's a problem for me. And to see a lot of women, and I'm going to narrow it down to Black women, to do this nasty thing about Tamar is crazy. Everybody done went through some type of mental issue where it just, anxiety or depression or whatever. That's not a weapon to use against women. We all have some type of situation, but I went through the same thing as Tamar, but I get in defense mode with certain stuff, and I don't play about me to this day. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that he looked in that camera and tried to do the same thing that her sisters did to her at that table and said mental health is real. And he did that. And I don't like it because I have been brought up in a Black household where Black people brush stuff under the rug, just like her family did. Whether you don't like her, Tamar, or not, even if she has not all the way healed from that, that is a problem that she has to deal with one-on-one with herself and God. Not nobody else, but she has to find that forgiveness herself. I don't like that Funky did that. I don't respect him for doing that. And that's the one thing that was disgusting. People was laughing about it and Tamar, she's wrong too. She may have been wrong, but his delivery was nasty. And to play on her mental health is a problem. Black women deal with, and I have no kids, so I can only imagine what Black women go through with kids in certain situations, have to get up every day. Mental health is serious. They need to stop weaponizing women with that. We struggle with mental health every day. We battle from generational curse every day. And he has his own thing that he is dealing with by him being a Black gay man. And they will be the first one to stand at any pulpit, at any rally, and say it's hard for a gay Black man to be accepted in this community. That's the same thing with any Black woman raising kids who have been molested, who has been brought up in a broken family. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't respect it. Now, if we reading for fun and being funny, that's okay. But the fact that all these Black women decided that Tamar is a problem because how she responds to things, it's an issue for me. I respond to people angrily because of what I endured. And one thing about me, I don't play about me because I had to learn not to play about me because nobody protected me. So I understand if she do stuff that's not for everyone.
You saying
It's
a word
okay.
right there. You saying a word right there. Like we have to protect ourselves. Like we got to be our own mouthpiece, and we have to speak up. And that's what's so unfortunate because who's protecting us? You know what I'm saying? Like we see it all the time. And then you got like like I said, this is a whole ass man. I don't care if he gay or not. This is a whole ass grown almost 50-something-year-old man on there weaponizing that woman's health care, her mental stability, all of the above. Like I'm not even calling out what she did was right, wrong, good, or bad. We don't even know that it's true because he has been known to lie. Let's start there. Okay. He has been known to use his platform to spread vicious rumors about people that aren't true. And I'm one of them. So for y'all to be like, I believe him because he said it with such authority. I don't believe shit he say, but despite that, just the fact that he took it upon himself, not one day. Okay, let's not act like it was one day. It was 2 days in a row to come to us online and spew all this negativity and then, cut it up and send it to the blogs.
Exactly. And people in the chat saying that Tamar not innocent. She not innocent. Sometimes you be in positions where you have to defend yourself and people may not like the way you defend yourself. She can be outrageous. She can be obnoxious. She's loud. She's theatrical, whatever. But then that goes back to her mental situation. People that have ever been molested in their lives, have a conversation with them. Find out what's going on. If she had a conversation with Funky Dineva about that, his nasty, funky attitude should have took that as like, hold on, let me back up for a minute. This girl going through something. But at the end of the day, he capitalized off that before this last live, and somebody put that he was like 14K viewers. That man was only pushing 4,200 people that was watching his stuff. So since y'all want to say that Tamar's not innocent, no, she's a mess, and we all curse people out. Everybody do stuff, but Funky Dineva took it to a whole nother level. When you showed that clip with her and Lorianne, she didn't say his name.
She didn't.
She didn't say anything that was degrading. He couldn't wait to jump off the cliff to say something about that woman. Just 2 weeks ago, y'all was just defending Tamar for taking up for her niece for the same thing that he's trying to belittle her in, and that's mental health.
Right.
Even if she was sleeping with Mendeeza, that's nobody's business. I just don't understand like how everybody always trying to jump down Tamar's throat when he the one who mentioned Tamar from the first jump. Soon as her teeth went missing, he went live.
We would not know anything about it had he not came online and said, I don't know what happened to that lady. And then we was like, well, why are you calling him that lady? Then we started like dragging like this your friend and you calling her that lady. So he started this the same way. And let's bring up the cancer diagnosis. The same way we wouldn't know he had cancer unless he told us. So just like that, like don't be acting like oh, I'm so holier than now and I have such a moral ground and you can't talk about me, and you giving us the ammunition. We gonna use it, okay? The same way you do health reads to people, people gonna do health reads to you. The same way you laughed at Rolling Ray dying or burning up in that chair, people gonna laugh at you with cancer. It is what it is. I'm not one of them because I know how cancer affects people, but the same energy that he put out, he's going to get back, period.
Exactly. And I just don't like the way he just sitting up in the camera. He's like, nobody's gonna believe you. That is some nasty work, because people don't believe you because of Braxton family values or how she treated her sisters. Me and my sisters go through it. Nobody can't tell me how to talk to my sisters when y'all wasn't there for birth. She get into it with celebrities, yes. But if Tamar is messing with Mendeezy, you didn't think that Yandy was a liability, like you said, her kids was a liability. Like, you didn't think about that. You didn't say, oh, Mendeezy was wrong for kissing Tamar and he da 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 da. You went straight in to going in on Tamar to tell what Tamar did to Mendeezy, but they both was adults.
He's done that a lot. He did it to me. That's why I was like, child, I wish that video was still around. Where he read me and tried to read every friend that I had, child. He called all of my friends stupid and assholes, talking about one of my friends was homeless. He hurt her so bad. And to this day, she and I ain't even cool because of what he said about her. And it was just crazy. It's like, I didn't even say he said it. So it was just weird. And it's like he has this agenda that he feels like because he's so beneath everybody, since he's the scum of the earth, he gonna make everybody else down to his level. And it is what it is, child. Anyway, we're not gonna dwell on that too much.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, T. Thank you so much for the input. You really provided a lot of insightful
Yeah,
thoughts.
thank you. Because I see somebody saying, "Hurry up and get off the phone, lady." See, that's
No.
one.
No, I let you talk all day. I got a couple
No,
people in the
you're
bed.
fine.
I
Bye
appreciate
bye.
you, Bree. All right, bye. Dr. Sherry.
Hello, how are you, Michelle?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I called you a few months ago when we were talking about my mom that I take care of that's 90, and we just had that conversation, and I was trying to give you some encouragement from Florida. I don't know if you recall that, but it was several months ago.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. But I'm calling on the encouragement tip again, girl, because again, you are standing on the platform protecting women. And there's a lot of issues that are going on. I don't know if you've seen what's going on in South Africa, where the women's organization has really pressed the South African government to declare gender crimes a crime against women because of the uptick of what's been going on in South Africa. So there is a global increase of this very dismissive approach of how we deal with women across, races, but specifically we as Black women and what we've seen happening in our country. We have to, what you're doing as well, speak truth to power when it comes to individuals within our own culture just tearing us down. So I just wanted to continue to encourage you with this piece because unfortunately, the gentleman that will remain nameless just consistently attacks women. And I think there is a time and a space where we should come together. And I want to DM you on Instagram, but I really think that there's a time to come together where we need to bring our voices in one space so that we can really encourage one another in a constructive way and definitely educate some of our younger women on how they need to govern themselves with social media and how things can be taken in narratives. And you've been in this game for so long. You've seen the ebbs, the flows, the trends, the games. So I think that your expert knowledge with that, along with what I know I have to do in education with protecting children, when it comes to this social media space and what you should, accept or not accept with how you're being treated and viewed. We have to really bring voice around that within the culture to protect our women. So if you're open to collaborating and having a conversation with me, I would love to work with you, because it's just time out. It sickened me to watch and hear what this gentleman, I say that loosely, did, because even though Tamar may have her ways, the fact remains is that she might have done some slight shade. Well, a friend, I thought I was friend, I threw a party. Okay, but the bigger person would have just let that slide. If you're truly not pressed about, or when you were trying to love on her, or whatever the case may be, you would not have taken that route. And that's the mentally unhinged component of the vitriol for me. It's like you're taking it and you're trying to skewer somebody into oblivion every time. And it doesn't matter what female it is. It's the same result every time. So
it's the same thing, a different person. Like take out Tamar, insert Michelle. Take out Michelle, insert Kaya. Take out Kaya, insert Tasha K. It's the same thing. It's like he tries to just humiliate and demean you and make you, I don't know, to him to make you feel like shit. Even if it does or doesn't, it's like he wants everybody to laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? It's weird energy.
It's humiliation, and you are correct. There was a disdain in his eyes that lets you know that there are some things going on spiritually there that need to be dealt with. And when you start bringing, how are you going to, in one breath, say that you love Tamar's parents, but then in the next breath, in the same sentence, say that their creation of you was the worst thing that they did? How, Sway? How, Sway? Like that, to even configure something like that in your mind? Yes, girl. Yes. It's just
nothing godly, or
there was nothing godly in that. Nothing.
So to say those things, it's like a deep, dark spirit, and it
is.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, it's deep, but continue to do what you're doing. I do believe this is a part of. We all have different ministry, and this is a part of your ministry. This is God's work, for us to rally around and protect ourselves, because no one's going to protect us except us, and we do need to rally around one another a little bit differently because the times have changed. And I just think that it's time for us to join forces, because I'm definitely in agreement with what you do as it relates to these topics. And I think it's time for us to, really get together, think tank, and come out with something that can really be tapped into and really impact the culture. So, like I said, I'm a 20-something plus year veteran in education, so I'm not here for any games. I am simply here to try to get with you, sister, and tap into some others so we can do some real work. So just, keep doing what you're doing, and I'll be in contact with you. But Godspeed to you and your mama, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, now. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. My callers are so great. Y'all know I love y'all so much. Today has been wonderful, and I don't even know what's about to happen, but I already know who this is, child. Here we go.
Michelle, you got to get off mute, sweetheart.
I'm not on mute.
You're on mute. We can't
No, I'm
hear
not.
you. Hello.
Hello.
Michelle, you're on mute.
Can y'all hear me? Press 1 if y'all can hear me.
Hello. Michelle, we cannot hear you.
They said I'm not on mute.
Hello?
Everybody can hear me?
Hello?
Everybody can hear me, Dre. That wasn't nothing but the Lord. Dr. Sherry came and spoke on the spirit. That wasn't nothing but the Lord. Okay. Shout out to, let me read my super chats, honey. Let me hold on. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate you, friend. Hold on. Anita said the callers prior to this one nailed it tonight. Thank you. Purple Rain said hearts to everyone dealing with SADVCPTSD. I don't know what that means, but yeah, hearts out to everyone. Purple Rain, thank you so much. Love my kids. No doctor will take a diagnosis from another physician. They will reassess the patient, then give their own diagnosis. LPNs were phased out in 91. I got it wrong. He was a what did I say he was? A child, you know.
Michelle,
What
can
did
you
I
hear
say?
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, hey, this is Dr. DeAndre Cole. How is everything doing?
Good.
Did I call?
He is a
Did
nurse
I call at the wrong
practitioner.
time?
Love
Did I
my
call?
kids. What's up,
I'm sorry.
Drake? How you
Did I
doing?
call Dr. DeAndre Cole? Did I call you at the wrong time? I'm sorry. Did I interrupt
I mean,
anything?
now that you can hear me, it's a good time. How are you doing?
Oh, okay, because we was having a bad connection at first, but I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
Uh-huh.
How are you doing? How is your mom? Is she doing
My mom
okay?
is blessed.
Uh-huh.
Her last PET scan showed that there was no cancer, but she is continuing her treatment to make sure. But we are blessed and happy and amazing. Yes, I
God
live
is
for it.
amazing. God is amazing. And I think
God
I
is
told you
good
that
all the time.
like 2 summers ago that like the older they are, the cancer is easy to move. You do you remember me telling you that?
No.
Okay, well maybe you have maybe you don't remember a lot of stuff then because I surely did tell you that and
Okay.
I gave you a reason why I told you why, but you know you can ask silly if you want to. But so everything is good, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
I
Well,
mean, you know, she's still going through treatment, but everything's good. You know, it's
okay,
it's
no, I was
good
talking about
news.
with your life, your dating
Oh
life,
yes, my life
everything
is
good.
amazing. I
Dating
can't
life,
complain.
your dating life is
Hey,
good too.
AT2, what's up, friend? I missed that super chat. I can't
I wish
complain.
you was interrupting people when they was coming up here like you're interrupting me. But that's great. No,
Well,
your
you're the
dating life is
last
good
caller,
too.
Dre. So I'm just, doing
Your
killing
dating
two
life is
birds with
good
one
too.
stone. Huh?
You're dating. Are you dating anybody?
Oh yes, I'm dating everybody. Whoever want to take
Oh,
me on a
okay.
date, I'm there.
Well, be careful out there in Atlanta. But
I didn't say I was screwing everybody. I said I'm dating everybody. That's
okay,
different.
there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You still be going to restaurants and stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
Michelle, I was just calling to see. I was just calling because it was a bunch of trauma bonding going on tonight. I guess you all was coming together and trauma bonding because that's all
So
I
what do
heard
you
was.
think about all the topics tonight? Can you at least stick to the topics?
Yeah, it was trauma bonding. That's what I came in on. Tamar is wrong for kissing that lady husband, and you guys is up here like, oh, Junkie did
So
this.
are we gonna believe a known crackhead?
Oh, Michelle, I told you I was in that restaurant, V12 that night when they came in. I did not know that was Junkie, Funky, whatever his name is, Funky. I did not know that was him. I was in the restaurant. I didn't know it was him because he don't look like what he looked like on YouTube. And I seen her and she was acting a complete fool. And I believe, and Mendizi was also there, and they was sitting together. So I 100% agree with him. I 100% agree with him, and I
Okay.
believe everything he was saying. And to have people come up
So
and you
why would you believe? Why would you
making
feel it's okay for
excuses
him
about
to?
how y'all and y'all feelings is just so disgusting. It's not about, oh,
It's
I
not even
feel this,
about what Tamar
I
did or
feel
didn't
that.
do. It's about the way he chose to
You
humiliate and
cannot
demean
tell
her
someone
using his
what to
platform.
do or how to do it. Oh, he's so demonic. Y'all and people in your chat, you guys are you peasants are the most disgusting. I was just cracking up like, look at these people.
Well,
And
I'm
then
gonna. You know what, Drake? You know what, Drake? I'm gonna let you go on back over to Junkie channel. I'm sure he got a lot for you over
and
there.
then what,
Okay.
what I really can't what really came to me the conclusion of it, I think you guys would sleep with married men. You guys is really up here defending this lady who's
I did not
sleeping.
defend Tamar. I said two
Michelle, you
things
was
can
up
be
here
true at the
defending her
same time. Did
too.
you even watch the video?
You was up here defending her
Did you
too.
watch the video? Yes or
I
no?
I just know you was. I don't have to watch it. I know
Did you do?
you that you
Did
was
you watch
defending
the
her.
video? Or are you just getting here?
When I came in, I seen trauma bonding, and you was trauma
Well, you
bonding.
didn't even watch the video
You
because
set
I
up
said
Michelle, and you
Tamar
said
is wrong. Bye,
Michelle,
Dre. Bye,
Michelle.
Dre.
You
Go
set
watch
up. You
the
talking
video and
about
call back. Y'all, leave it to Dre to ruin a beautiful night. Okay. We have had a wonderful, wonderful callers who gave us some insightful opinions. We talked about several things tonight. Not only did we talk about Junkie and his crackhead habits and Tamar Braxton, but we talked about Kandi and the source sending People Magazine tea about Todd. We talked about the Milagro Gramz winning her lawsuits, okay, against Megan Thee Stallion. Well, you know, a win is a win. She didn't have to pay millions, but she had to pay like 59,000. We talked about a lot of things. So y'all just get in here. Go ahead and like this video, please. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. Subscribe to my Patreon for some behind the scenes tea. I may go over there and tell y'all what I know about Junkie Dineva mama, honey. Okay, I spill the tea behind the walls on Patreon. Patreon.com. I am ATLien. And I will see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the disclaimer out there. If me and Michelle actually get into a fight during this interview, just know she started.
I don't fight.
Now what else is going on?
I might pull your wig, but I ain't gonna fight.
I didn't pull my wig.
Yes.
Janelle Monáe, y'all know what it is.
Still young.
Two Atlanta's finest, 8 times finest, Kansas City representing the phone, man. We finna get back to work. We love y'all straight from the A. Gia.
Hey. Wait. Now, what you want to say?
Here we go.
Hey, I'm Dr. Heavenly, and this is Straight from the A.
Shaggy's in, bitch. Shaggy is in. Shaggy. These people don't like Michelle, but that's my
I love y'all. Atlanta is the best place in the world. Don't ever get it twisted. I am definitely straight from the A.
Straight from the A. Good night.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Good night, y'all.